You are watching this video right now because there is something else you are supposed to be doing. We usually treat this behavior as a moral failure, but the research shows it is driven by biology. Procrastination is an emotional survival mechanism. When a task makes you feel bored or insecure, your brain's threat detector, the amygdala, interprets that anxiety as a physical danger. To soothe that stress, your brain prioritizes the instant gratification of avoidance. Let's look at this differently. Grab a pen and a piece of paper. Pick the single specific task you are currently avoiding the most. By the time this video ends, you will use acceptance and commitment therapy to build a custom tracking chart, and you will have completed the first step of that exact task. Step 1 is to mentally acknowledge that you are procrastinating right now. Observe this feeling without directing any judgment or guilt toward yourself. A 2010 study found that students who forgave themselves for procrastinating actually delayed their tasks significantly less in the future. Self-forgiveness removes the emotional burden that fuels the loop. Now, practice cognitive diffusion. Simply notice the excuses your mind generates, like "I'll start in an hour," and observe them as thoughts rather than absolute commands. Take your piece of paper and draw 4 vertical columns. Label these columns task, thoughts and feelings, techniques, and learned. In the first column, write down the specific task you are avoiding. In the second column, identify the specific negative emotion causing the delay. Is it boredom, a fear of failure, or just feeling overwhelmed? Documenting these internal fears on paper shifts your brain out of its threat response. It prepares your mind for logical action. Vague, massive tasks trigger decision fatigue. This paralyzes your brain before you even begin the work. To fix this, shatter that project into microscopic chunks. Isolate only the very first action you need to take. Close your eyes for 10 seconds and visualize yourself successfully executing only that first micro step. This chart shows the results of a 1996 University of Chicago basketball study. While the group that physically practiced improved by 24%, the visualization group, which never touched a ball, improved by 23%. Mental rehearsal builds self-efficacy. This regression analysis identifies self-efficacy as a primary predictor of task completion. Look at the beta and significance columns. The data confirms self-efficacy strongly reduces procrastination, making it the dominant factor in reducing avoidance behavior. Write chunking and visualization into the techniques column of your chart. Visualizing small chunks builds the confidence required to turn an impossible mountain into a single stone. We are going to deploy the final technique, the impossible game. The objective is to define a first step so small that failing it feels literally impossible. If you are avoiding a report, your step is just to open the file. If you are avoiding a workout, your step is just to put on your shoes. Briefly connect this step to a broader value, like providing for your family or mastering a skill. I am putting 30 seconds on the clock. You are going to do that tiny step right now. The timer starts now. Time is up. Welcome back. By completing that frictionless action, you bypassed the initial biological blockade and proved you have the agency to move forward. The hardest part of any task is starting, and you have officially finished that part. The emotional block is broken. Fill out the 4th column on your chart, learned. Briefly document how it felt to cross that hurdle. Recording that the task wasn't as frightening as your brain predicted reinforces a positive feedback loop. While riding this momentum, avoid future relapses by replacing instant gratification with brain-resting activities, like walking or meditating for a few minutes. You now have a personalized framework, the chart currently sitting on your desk, ready to be deployed the next time you feel the urge to delay. Go finish the task.